Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It's Sunday, October 21st. Hope your weekend is going well. Have some positive news here to share with you guys. Not too many items, but definitely some items here. I think I may have missed some of these. They were from a few days ago, but I just want to make sure you guys were aware of it. First is Canadian cryptocurrency exchange Bitvo has added Ethereum Classic and XRP. They tweeted the following here on October 18th, so a few days ago. Bitvo is pleased to announce that XRP and Ethereum Classic are now available on our cryptocurrency exchange platform. So obviously a great sign here. Continual addition of XRP onto various exchanges. And unlike a year ago when we had the last bull run, you had many exchanges that did not have XRP. They just basically had your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, right, and Bitcoin Cash too. But we're seeing more and more exchanges are popping up, setting up shop, expanding. They're making acquisitions. They're partnering with other folks, and they are listing more coins and of course XRP, and that's a good sign. Ethereum Classic, I think I told you guys that I added it to my portfolio. This was like a month ago because it was such a low price and Coinbase was listing it. And because of the Ethereum brand, my logic or thought process behind that is a lot of people would go, instead of if maybe they can't afford Ethereum, they would go to Ethereum Classic. And I would use this as a quick turnaround, so to speak, not day trading, but rather, in the next bull run, it goes up, whatever amount, I make some quick money. But there are other coins that I'm holding long term. You guys have seen my portfolio before. A lot of it is Ripple XRP, but I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Sia Coin, Proppy, Stellar Lumens, Omisigo, Basic Attention Token, Ethereum Classic, as mentioned, Cardano, 10x, and Nano. So that's what's in my portfolio, guys. But as I've said before, I'm most bullish on Ripple XRP. But of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum make up a big chunk of my portfolio as well. And I think I've said it before, if I was to only have the choice of two cryptos that I would hold, it would be XRP and Bitcoin, honestly. So that's just a reminder what's in my portfolio there, and good sign that more exchanges around the globe, this is obviously in Canada, are adding XRP, and that's going to be important for the next bull run, guys. And here's what it looks like they're based in Alberta, Calgary. So any of you guys from Canada who are watching, have you used Bitvo before? Do you plan to use it if you haven't already? Just curious what you guys think about that. Now, on to some other positive news for Ripple. This was on October 17th. I actually missed this. Flutterwave has partnered with Ripple. So fitting Ripple's blockchain into Flutterwave's core infrastructure for Africa payments. Now, if you recall, Miller Abel on October 17th as well, who's the Deputy Director, Principal Technologist at the Gates Foundation, which is partnered with Ripple, tweeted, "We are partnering with Ripple and Coil to implement the Interledger protocol and explore ways Moja Loop can support pro-poor payment systems." So bringing banking to the poor where they are able to transact and send money easily. Now, if we recall, we talked about XRP was not going to be leveraged here. There was some clarity provided by some folks, but that doesn't mean later down the line it can't. XRP can't be used because the person, I believe was from Ripple, that replied said, "Let me provide some clarity here. This is not using XRP. However, it could open up new corridors and opportunities for XRapid to be leveraged." So as we've always talked about, the bigger the Ripple network, the more opportunities and potential to use XRP, or I should say XRapid. Also, given that Ripple has now made all three of their products integrated with the multi-hop feature. So if a bank or financial institution starts with XCurrent, there's nothing stopping them from being able to switch over to XRapid based on their need. So of course the three products are XVIA, XCurrent, and XRapid, and XRP runs on the XRapid protocol. So some details here, guys. At Flutterwave, our goal is to provide the infrastructure for a unified payment solution that connects Africa to the world. Let's see. We have also, okay, I just want to skip ahead some of the jargon here. We have also identified partnerships as a major factor to achieve our mission, and that is why we recently integrated to Ripple Blockchain Network. And they highlight, Ripple's 3 core products here, that they have over 100 customers around the world with Xcurrent, XB, and XRapid in their product suite. Let's see. It looks like they're going to be using Xcurrent and Ripple's Xcurrent architecture. So they're going to be using Xcurrent. But like I said, going back to the comments here related to what Miller Abel posted, can open up new opportunities because we're talking about different countries, different currencies, and so forth. But at this moment, they are not using XRP. But that's okay. Not every bank, as I've stated before, not every bank and financial institution is going to use XRP. It depends on their need. Depends what they're doing, where they're moving money to, right? We know that the U.S. to Mexico pesos, and then U.S. to I believe Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, Philippines pesos, or is it Mexico to Philippines pesos? There's a bunch of corridors that have big remittances and a lot of flow of money. So that is where Ripple's looking to position itself, and it already has some financial institutions that are going to be launching this quarter that will be servicing those corridors, and then more to follow, of course. So XRP is a long-term hold. I'm still personally holding my prediction of $10 to $15 by the end of the year. That is, of course, just my educated guess. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not saying that's a 100% certainty. I'm saying it's an educated guess based on what we've seen, the facts, and the things that are to come. So I'm very curious when Mercury FX, Qualix, and Catalyst Federal Credit Union, once they fully are live on XRapid. XRapid itself is live, right? But these banks and financial institutions themselves individually have to go live. So I'm curious what the volume is going to be, but we know there's many more. Brad Garlinghouse said dozens next year. So be patient and keep holding, guys. Now, some general crypto news. Remember, we've been talking about the herd is coming, the Wall Street herd, all the big investment firms, corporate giants, Wall Street giants, and so forth. Well, we have some news here. Coinschedule and Trecento Blockchain Capital are going to launch a joint fund to invest in the most promising and credible token offerings and equity-based blockchain projects. So we're seeing more and more of these funds, these investment funds coming together. People from traditional hedge funds and just in the financing world, financing industry, are putting together investment funds, hedge funds, and so forth. So Coinschedule, a British blockchain portal, and Trecento Blockchain Capital, an asset management company, have announced the launch of a joint investment fund called Coinschedule Trecento BC Fund, which will invest in early-stage blockchain companies, including token offerings and equity-based deals. Coinschedule was founded in 2016 by 2 blockchain early adopters with the help of scientists from the University of Oxford. Coinschedule has developed a unique algorithm called Coinschedule Trust Score. Trust Score assigns a credibility score to each blockchain project based on dozens of data points. So this is becoming more and more legit, guys. This industry you're starting to see the, as I've been saying, the build out of the infrastructure, right? The foundation being laid, and the big money is setting themselves up, setting their services, their custody services, their investment funds, getting ready to start investing and bringing in more institutional money. So let's see here. Let me give you guys a call out. The fund, now listen to this, the fund has the ambition to provide institutional investors eager to benefit from the amazing blockchain business opportunities with a regulated and professional investment fund. So we're going to see more and more of these type of funds and investment firms pop up that are focused directly on blockchain and crypto, guys. This is the future. This is absolutely the future, and we are going to hold despite what the market is doing. We know it's continued to move sideways despite massive news, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade. We, of course, have the launch of Backed coming up. I think there's going to be a soft launch in November and then a hard launch in December 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So be patient. Let's see how this, the remainder of the year plays out. And just remember that if you look at last year's bull run, it only took a matter of weeks before the prices were really at a sky high point. And, that was just from retail investors, not that many institutions. There may be one or two, I shouldn't say one or two, but I should say very little institutional investor influence. But now we have a whole bunch of people here from the institutional investment firms and Wall Street and so forth. So it's a very different ball game now. I'm not saying all of them are here, but a lot have entered the market. So something to keep in mind, that the market could easily run up, guys. Give it a couple of weeks and you can see Bitcoin back over 20,000. Honestly, it all depends what the catalyst is. And, we just got to break out of this bear market cycle. And I'm still hoping, fingers crossed, even though I don't care about a Bitcoin ETF personally, right? I believe it would just spark a massive bull run, honestly, because of the institutional investors. Let's be real here. The ETF is for who? The big money. That's what it's for. I don't care about a Bitcoin ETF, but it's, excuse me, guys, but it's one of those things. It's like a vanity win or vanity thing, guys, where we cross that threshold, and it's more of a psychological and emotional impact, because you're going to have the SEC giving the approval, and with those ETFs, and we could see a run up. We saw the SEC make a move recently, which I thought was very surprising. They launched the SEC FinHub, which will provide access for ICOs to ask questions, get support. So that's a move in the right direction. Let's see what else is coming up. They could approve an ETF. Who knows? I don't know. A lot of these things I believe are coordinated. I don't believe they're just happening by coincidence or by just happenstance, but there's some coordination here. So let's see what happens. It's going to be very interesting remainder of the year. As I said, no one here has a crystal ball, can predict the future accurately, or even for that matter, try to predict the future. We can make some educated guess based on the facts, based on what's coming up, and let's see what happens, guys. But keep holding. I hope if you've held, so far up to now, you've held and held, do not give up, because I think you guys have seen that the Wall Street, the layout of people's psychology and emotions when it comes to investing, right? Where they get greedy and happy, and then you get to the desperate and depressed mode, and they want you guys, a lot of the big money, to get into despair, where you are like so frustrated you just sell, and that's where they got you. I hope you understand that. I really hope you guys grasp that. And I always tell you guys, don't invest with your emotions. Look at the facts. And despite what this market and this chart has been saying, and the price is moving sideways, we saw some of the biggest institutional investors and companies and firms make announcements that they're getting into the market. Not speculation. They have announced it. Obviously, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Backed coming up soon in November and December. Which is ICE, Starbucks, and Microsoft. And we're seeing, guys like Rick Edelman, Wall Street Guru, saying he's launching crypto investment and trading services. So something to think about. That's why you got to look at the facts, and not necessarily what people are saying, but what are they doing. And when I say that, is because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors that the big banks and news media and so forth can put up and say, oh my God, Bitcoin's crashing. What's going to happen? The bull run's not going to happen for another 5 years. You guys hope, I'm just giving an example, that they can throw things out like that. And if you're not paying attention to, the facts of like things like this, like these companies launching an investment firm, right? Not so much what they're saying, but what are they doing? And that's where the news of Fidelity and TD Ameritrade is so important. And especially to launch a Backed. So keep holding. Keep holding, be patient, you will be rewarded. If what we saw in December 2017 to early January 2018 is nothing. And I told you guys before that run up could have went higher if the exchanges didn't have to close their doors because they couldn't handle the volume, right? Everybody, Binance, Bittrex, Coinbase, everybody had to shut off registrations, and it was so much problems they couldn't handle the volume. But now we've had a whole year, a whole bear market to. They've had a whole year in bear market to upgrade their services, their servers. Look how many new exchanges popped up this year, guys. So many new exchanges globally. So everybody's trying to make money and they're positioning themselves. So it is the facts are right in front of your face. Don't move by your emotions. Move by facts. Be patient, and we'll ride up the wave to the next bull run, guys. So what do you guys think about this news? Obviously here, Canadian cryptocurrency exchange Bitvo adds Ethereum Classic and XRP. We have the partnership of Flutterwave with Ripple. Obviously that's in conjunction with the Mojo Loop and looking to bring payments to the poor, because a lot of poor countries in Africa, and then some in India and different places. So some big things ahead for Ripple. Coinschedule and Trecento Blockchain Capital launching a joint fund to invest in crypto and blockchain, guys. So the big money, and getting ready to jump in this market. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I would really appreciate it. I often tweet and share news on Twitter and Facebook. So you guys can be in the know if you're active on those platforms. So thank you guys for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.